Today marks the beginning of Libra season, and I thought I would do a love reading today. And I wanted to try something special for you, which is I'm going to make and mix a chaos deck with the Zodiac, all of the love. I got doubles in here, and then a couple extra moons and suns. And we're going to do a love reading today because Libra is ruled by Venus. And so this is for anyone that is curious about love, curious about their current relationship, or just curious in general. So let's get into it, shall we? So I love these experiments. It's the Mercury Oracle because I want it to be a little Mercurian. So let's add in all of these cards. Let's shuffle these in, and we'll do kind of a lot of a shuffle. I love this deck because it is an experiment, a pretty constant experiment, and the more that you add in and the more you sort of let go of the numbers of certain cards and let it become its own thing, and it's supposed to change often. I just find that the readings become more accurate, more interesting. I like when doubles are pulled. This particular reading, though, is for love, and so we've got a lot of love in the deck. And we'll shuffle it really well to make sure that everything is split. And that blue mixed with the red, it makes kind of a purple tone on the edge. Eventually we're going to have all sorts of different colors, but for now we've got blue and red. In the next edition, I'm hoping to have all of the colors that are present in the deck, all of the primary colors. So it gets kind of fat after a little while, but I don't mind that. Already got some good love cards showing. Okay, let's give it one more shuffle. And this is a general reading, and so if this resonates with you, stick around. If it does not, you know, take what resonates and leave the rest. I know every channel, every card reader says that, but it's really true. It's easy to get lost in these sometimes, but find what is right for you. Okay, cut the deck, get started. So we've got order in the middle, order and chaos. Got a sun. Got the be yourself. You may be on your own right now. You may be single right now. I see. Very nice. And we've got a gateway right at the top, which is really interesting. So we've got a sun here, a sun here. We've got other realities here. We've got Neptune, which rules Pisces, which is showing up in all of our readings since the Pisces eclipse. And then we've got a release of something. So I want to really dive into this at the bottom first, the be yourself and dispel all illusions. Neptune has to do with creating illusions, and being yourself can mean you may be single right now, or you're thinking about being single. So let's just start with this. Let's unpack what this is all about. Ooh, we got the call it in card, the romance card. It's about wanting to attract someone. Maybe right now you're feeling, or you are extra attractive, but this card is about being specific about what you are looking for, as well as putting the energy out to attract. We don't attract by chasing, we attract by allowing and opening up and using our imagination and feeling as though we already have the thing, right? That is the #1 rule. That's like the Neville Goddard rule of attraction, is that we feel as though we already have the thing. So to call it in is to be gentle. Ultimately, we don't want to force anything. We don't want to constantly grab. We want to call it in. We want to let the love come to us as opposed to finding that love. Now, you may be doing that right now. So yeah, it's saying go for it. One of the things that I think is really important when we approach new relationships or we want a new relationship is we have to be very clear. Both of these are about being clear. Maybe you have, under this Pisces, recent Pisces eclipse, or in this season, have come to terms with something that you were not aware of before in your relational life. Now, I want to know what these illusions are. What is this illusion that we've dispelled? Oh, we've got Saturn here. And then the sun again. Interesting. So it is your responsibility. Maybe you've realized that it's your responsibility, and the best way to grow and learn is through play, is through joy, is through warmth, as opposed I imagine maybe some of you have been closed off to love for some time. But okay. And we've also got Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. Perhaps you are in a position to be, how do I say this? In a place of comfort, I think, comfort and joy. So it's saying go for the comfort and the joy and the warmth. You don't have to be rigid at this point. There's no point in being rigid at this point, okay? Because we've got Scorpio over here. These can represent people, but for now, I think it's probably safe to assume that this is representing a mode or an energy, which it reads through. But we'll unpack that later and see if they're people. So we've also got, and I'm gonna actually, let's put these over here, and we'll unpack these a little further down the line. Okay, and then we've got recognize other realities, and then Neptune. Okay, so Neptune and recognize other realities together means perhaps you can tune into the Neptune energy and recognize that your dreams, your dream relationship can be real. Perhaps you have to understand that the reality of having another in your life simply means being in contact with them, right? If there's something that you're waiting on in regards to calling somebody, and again, this dispel illusions in this Neptune card, they go together. So it's asking that you change your approach to an other, right? We're doing a love reading, and you've got contact the other right there with recognize other realities and reformulate your approach. Now these are very related as well. You may be needing to take the time to do something different. If you're just waiting around and you're not contacting someone that you're interested in, I think, perhaps it is time to be in contact with them. Yeah, make a move. Make a move. If you've got somebody that you're interested in, make a move. This is a wonderful thing, because maybe your idea of the reality of the situation is not the real reality, right? Maybe somebody is waiting for you. Could be an Aquarius. Could be an Aquarius. Now we've got the conceal yourself and give something away over here. You may have been holding on to something from the past. It looks like some sort of pattern that was not doing you well, right? And maybe within this dynamic, this new dynamic, it would be smart to be totally transparent that you are releasing these demons into the world. I wouldn't frame it as a demon when you speak about it, but really, it feels like maybe there was a Gemini in the past. Could be a Gemini in the past. Could be an air sign. Could be someone with a lot of Gemini in their chart, but releasing something from the past that has to do maybe with someone who felt like they had two faces, or someone that was had a lot of Gemini qualities, right? And I think, when we hold on to past relationships, it can be difficult to move into new relationships, especially if we have expectations for that person and we think that the same thing is going to happen over again. We need to be open to the newness. But for you, the way forward is through communicating that you are still in the process of releasing. Now, I pulled Jupiter here, so let's pull these guys down. I want to expand on this gateway. I love, by the way, I love that this is in the center of your reading, that there's order and chaos, because it just means that all of the things are coming to order and the sun is shining on you. If you are wanting love right now, the sun is shining. So, through the gateway. Oh, nice. Softness, kindness, compassion. Okay. And on the other side of this gateway, so the road to the gateway was through softness and kindness. These two people are in a compassionate relationship. They're having a good time together. And you've got Jupiter in this position, which is like luck and abundance. And then you've got Sagittarius, who's ruled by Jupiter. So it's almost as if Jupiter is popping up twice. Now, Jupiter has over 36 moons. It could be, I mean, they find new moons all of the time. It's probably way more than even when I illustrated this card. But it's because Jupiter has to do with almost like numbers, with an excess of stuff, with goodness, with an abundance is the word. And it feels like maybe that abundant attitude has brought you to this, or is unlocking this gateway for you into a new situation where you will have space and time to think and to move into new excuse me, move into a new reality. You've got shift dimensions here, you've got recognize other realities, and you've got reformulate your approach. All three of those are a dimensional shifting modality that exists here. And it says stop, focus on moving forward. So this is where you will be through this gateway. You have this wonderful opportunity to move into a place where you have more space and time to play, to enjoy. Yeah. And then you've got the stop and the give it time. Don't rush into anything. Do not rush into a situation. Stop, give it time, move into a new way of being through play. Bring that kindness into that area and make sure that you are very detail oriented in your situation. So I want to know more about these two cards. We've got Scorpio and Taurus here. Scorpio is a Pluto situation and Taurus is a Venus situation, and we pulled those a little earlier. So what do we want to know about these situations? So it feels like you have the opportunity to move into love and comfort and into newness. There's a lot of newness, planting seeds, becoming new. Scorpio, the other symbol for Scorpio is actually a phoenix rising. They often are people who go through this darkness to be reborn constantly, right? So they kind of live in the underworld and then are reborn into a new version of themselves. You've got plant seeds, you've got find spirit, and you've got organize. So for you, it feels like you could be being advised to focus on your love and comfort to become new, because you've got all of these other newness cards around here. But this is what I see, and I hope this finds you well and you find love. You've got the sun here and multiple times, you've got Jupiter here multiple times, you've got calling it in multiple times in different variations, and you've got clarity coming through. for you as you dispel illusions through that Neptune energy and recognize that maybe you don't have to be alone. Maybe there's something that you just need to communicate, honestly, and as we release the past. So I love this for you. If you found this useful, well, I'm still raising money for shipping these things out, and really just making more art for you guys. I really appreciate all of you, and this is a love reading for Libra season. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.